Hi everyone, travel addict Guy here, and I have some breaking news on the crisis, the Spanish crisis. I have some unfortunate news to report. I'm live in Malaga. I'm in a small town here in Malaga, section of it, and we have officially entered the third wave of this crisis. Wow, devastating news to report. There has been a huge rise in cases here in Andalucía. Unfortunately, we have registered a new record with almost 7,000 new cases in one day. Wow, that is very, very saddening news. And we are also up to a high number of 360 per 100,000 now. And that is into the extreme risk category. So now, the Costa del Sol is under extreme risk. That is a red zone now. It is very dangerous, a hot zone here, unfortunately. Leading the way of these new cases, unfortunately, is Malaga with 1,417 new cases registered. Sevilla with 1,354, and Cadiz with 1,270 cases. Wow, that is very bad news indeed, and that is quite a shame. And a lot of it is being blamed on the relaxing of the restrictions over the holiday season around Christmas and New Year's. The restrictions were relaxed, and you see now a big spike in cases. They say that people were following the rules pretty well. So a lot of it has to do with this new contagion, or this new form of strain, causing a precipitous rise in cases, this new strain from England, unfortunately. Okay, so I have a map here. I'm pulling this map up and I'm looking at it right here. And you can see the extreme hotspots are right around the coast from Ronda, from the interior from Ronda to Alora is a very red zone right now. Estepona, Marbella, basically the whole coast here, Fuengirola, Mijas. Wow, those are all red spots. And Malaga, Rincón de La Victoria, and Vélez, Malaga, Cártama and Coen as well, Aurin de la Torre. I am reporting from Aurin de la Torre actually right now, and this is one of the most extreme risk zones right now, unfortunately, in all of Andalucía. So as of now, they have a few new rules in place to deal with this situation. The toque de queda, or the curfew, is currently from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. in the morning. That is the time you have to be inside of your house, your domicilio, your domicile. They are maintaining the complete closure of the perimeter of Andalusia, or Andalucía. It is completely closed. You cannot cross out of Andalucía, in or out, as of this time. Maximum groups of 6 people. Any type of food service or hotel service has to close. Hospitality service has to close at 6 p.m. Bars, anything like that, has to close. The only exception is cafes can reopen at 8 o'clock, and they are allowed to do that for a little bit of time, not very long, for like 2 hours before the lockdown, the nightly lockdowns. There are a few other exceptions here. I'm not going to read them all off, but there are a few other exceptions to these rules. There are not too many. Now, they're going to have another meeting. Juanma Moreno, he is going to be meeting tomorrow. That is Friday here. And he's going to be talking about even tighter restrictions. They want to move the nightly curfew till 9 o'clock. They're going to bring back the confinement into your towns. You're not going to be able to leave just like before. There will not be any movement in between the different provinces. You will have to be locked down in your particular area. So that looks like that is definitely coming. And he has also talked about a possibility, if things get worse, of having another complete lockdown here in Spain. But he wants to leave that up to the central government. So he's left that decision up to the big boys in Madrid. They will have complete control over that. But he has planted the seed of that. He said if it gets worse, that could be a possibility here in Spain, unfortunately. Now, they're also saying that this new strain of virus is 70% more contagious than the old strain. Wow, that is very disconcerting for sure. They've started to roll out the vaccinations, and that has been going quite well. And they are saying that only a small percentage of people have been rejecting the vaccination. So if you do reject the vaccination, in Spain, currently they will put you on a list here in Spain. They take down all your information and they will put that on a list, and they say they're only going to share that with health services. So how that will work, I don't know in the future. Will that affect your travel? Will that affect anything like that? We do not know, but there will not be a public list. It is only going to be for government and health services to know that information. But that is quite scary, and that is going forward. But they say a very low percentage of people are not receiving, or they're rejecting the vaccination. Currently in Andalucía, it's only about 1.57%. That is the statistics that I have. We've had some very cold weather. We had a very cold snap in all of Malaga, and wow, all across Spain. You might have seen some of the videos recently about snow even in Madrid and places like that. And these are things that happen very rarely, once in 40 or 50 years or even longer. Some people have said all their lives they've never seen a storm like this. Here in Malaga, it's been quite cold. We have not had any snow. We actually had, in Fuengirola, we had a little bit of hail one morning. So that was quite unusual. It's quite unusual, but that usually dissipates. Today, it is actually quite warm for winter. The sun is out, it's shining behind me. It's a beautiful day here. We're gonna have a high of about almost 18. So that is quite good. It is starting to warm up. We had a week and a half of very cold weather and a lot of rain. So that could have contributed as well to this spike in cases in virus. That is the situation here. I want to go to my reporter in the field, and he is live in Valencia. He's going to give you the report there. He is Chameleon's Eye. So let's go to Chameleon's Eye in Valencia for the report from Valencia.
So yes, thank you, Travel Addict Guy. This is Tyrone from Chameleon's Eye channel, reporting live from the east coast of Spain, the Valencian community. Okay, so today it seems like there is no respite for high C19 infections in the Valencian community. Okay, there has been a new record of 4,810 cases within one day that was reported just yesterday on January the 13th by the regional health ministry. Okay, that's a rise of 246 infections compared to Tuesday's figures. At the moment, there has been a report of 52 deaths, which is actually down from 92 deaths that were reported on the 12th of January. So at least the death rates are slightly reducing, but as we've just heard, the infection rates are still on the rise. Okay, so thus far the death toll in the region is a staggering 3,465. So it's definitely still an eye-watering number. Although the death toll is lower, the number of hospitalizations continue to rise. The Valencian government is still holding back on introducing additional curbs to stop the spread of C19, in spite of the pleas from local mayors to enforce tougher measures. So yes, the Valencian community is really trying to keep things normal, trying to save the economy, trying to save jobs, but obviously things are still in a very bad state. Okay, in regards to freedom of movement, 29 municipalities have local perimeter closures that were introduced a week ago on January the 7th. So if you want to go to a different town or even a different municipality, as they say, maybe a different provincia, you're gonna have a very hard time trying to go there. Okay, so thank you, Travel Addict Guy. Make sure you thumb up, subscribe and share if you are not subscribed to him. And this has been your live report from Tyrone at the Chameleon's Eye channel, Valencian community, Spain. Over to you, Travel Addict Guy.
Okay, thank you so much, Chameleon's Eye, for that report from Valencia. So that is the situation here now. When I get any more updates, there's going to be another meeting tomorrow, like I said, and they're going to possibly talk about new restrictions. It's very likely coming, and if there's anything new major, I'm going to let you know about that. So please stay tuned to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Travel Addict Guy. Please take care, everyone, and blessings to all.